place where you can go, where there's no end to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 today could be the day.
Drains can become a plumbing emergency fast. Get Pipe Wrench's $99 drain clearing guaranteed to work or it's free. Our plumbers arrive the same day to get things flowing again. Schedule your $99 drain clearing today at pipewrench.com. And as always, same-day service guaranteed or the visit is
It's time for Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
Well, good morning. Guess what day today is? It's hump day. Got Ed the Camel coming up. Ed Rupp, the traffic guy, is coming up in just a second. Grab a cup of coffee. Let's kick back, relax, and let's get a check of the forecast here for the day today. Got a lot of stuff to talk about here this morning as we've got a lot of events going on that I want to share with you. That's coming up here in just a few minutes. But for those of you that need to hit the road here this morning, we're going to start you off first things first with a live look at the interstate system. We've had an accident on Interstate 40. That's 40 and basically Pellissippi Parkway here this morning. Other than that, looks like traffic is probably running smoothly here. Last time I checked, so we'll take a look at the bigger picture for anybody wanting to hit the road here this morning. There are, of course, your typical congestion coming down 75, 640, and the 640 Western Avenue interchange. Traffic is running smoothly here this morning, but of course going to be backed up here in just a little bit because that's your typical backup zones around East Tennessee. All right, let's go ahead and talk about yesterday. Yesterday we did make it to 46 degrees. Okay. A little bit warmer than the previous couple of days. We got that going for us, right? Still nearly 10 degrees below average for this time of the year. Look at yesterday's record high is 79 set back in 2017. So it was definitely a cooler day yesterday than it was in 2017. But we've got some warmer weather that's going to return to the area. So as we look at your weather headlines today, mostly cloudy. We've got a disturbance on the way. That's going to bring us increasing wind. The wind's with us here a little bit this morning. It's going to continue to be with us throughout the afternoon and should start to relax into the evening hours, but the clouds will thicken up. Our rain chances increase by the end of the day, and we're talking about some heavier rain overnight tonight and through the first part of our Thursday. We're going to walk you through that here in a moment. Thursday, we're talking about a rainy day, at least for the first half, and could pick up upwards of 1 to pockets of 2 inches of rainfall. Much needed rain. That is not going to be added to the drought monitor, which comes out tomorrow. So the drought's likely to worsen a little bit. And then this weekend, finally, we break the pattern of storm after storm after storm moving its way through. We've had the snow, the freezing rain, the rain, and this weekend looks like it's going to be sunny and very nice. Nice little taste of fall is going to be setting up shop and rolling our direction. All right, let's go ahead and get to work with the forecast here for the day today, and then we'll got a lot to talk about, as I mentioned here this morning. Good morning. Who was that? That was Sue. Good morning, Sue. How are you this morning? Sure hope you have a great day today. All right, temperatures this morning are trending warmer than what we were yesterday morning by nearly 20 degrees. So hopefully you have a chance to kind of enjoy that, embrace that here this morning. Just want to make sure my audio is working here this morning. And it is not. I did not switch my audio. That's going to be a little bit better. It's a good thing I didn't go through the whole forecast over here when I can't see what's going on over there. Temperatures this morning, 30 degrees in Tri-Cities, so chilly there. Chattanooga's coming in at 43. Knoxville's coming in at 46. Pigeon Forge, not bad, at 50 degrees here to get the day started. The dew points, I want to show you the dew points. The air is relatively dry this morning, so actually if you look at composite radar, it looks like it may start to be raining in some locations. Not the case. Atmosphere is really dry in the low levels, but the dew points is increasing moisture in the atmosphere. So the moisture is going to increase throughout the day today. That eventually will saturate that column of air up. And yeah, we are talking about rain. The wind is with us this morning, and we'll start to relax anytime after about, say 4 to 6 o'clock this evening. The wind will relax overnight tonight and may kick back up a little bit tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to be as breezy as it will be today. And we're got a southerly flow to the atmosphere. That's going to help to warm our temperatures up a little bit. So we're going to be back to those seasonal averages. 60 in Chattanooga, 55 Knoxville, Tri-Cities at 53, Jamestown 54, and Lenore City, good morning to you. You should make it into the mid-50s here throughout the day today. So we've got some high-level clouds out there this morning. Watch as we progress through the day today. You'll notice a little bit of a few radar returns showing up on the Futurecast model. Now, I'm not anticipating much. Again, you got to saturate up the column of the atmosphere first. Lunchtime, we're going to be nice and dry. When we head through the afternoon and evening hours again, this kind of paints a picture just through 7 o'clock tonight. Likely not to get a whole lot of activity. May get a little bit as we get closer to the evening rush hour, dinner, and bedtime tonight. But after we head off to bed, if you have outdoor plans anytime after about 8 o'clock tonight north of Interstate 40, likely to get some pretty good rain. And look at the rain that's going to settle in overnight tonight. That's going to make for a soggy and slow-going, rainy start to our Thursday morning. The rain's going to be with us for the first half of our Thursday, but the second half, the rain exits. We'll see some sunshine by the end of the day, and we're not going to be cooling off back behind this boundary. We're actually going to see nice average temperatures tomorrow. Look at the rainfall forecast. This is the latest model guidance coming on in. Now, I do think that it's probably overdoing it. This is one deterministic model, the in-house model, but the general idea is I think a good solid 1 to 2 inches of rainfall could be piling up overnight tonight and for the first half of our day tomorrow. Beneficial, but as I mentioned, that is not going to be added to the U.S. Drought Monitor for tomorrow. That will be added next week. So with all this beneficial rain, hopefully we start to see some improvements on next week's drought. All right, looking at your 7-day forecast. Again, I don't know why that rain's there. It's supposed to be over there. It keeps sliding for some reason. It just slides. It looks like we're trying to slide into the weekend faster. It rain's like, hold on, wait. We're not going to be rainy on Friday. We're not going to be rainy on Saturday or Sunday. Hold on a second. We're going to be increasing rain tonight through the time hours and through the first half of our Thursday. Remember, percentages don't tell you the whole story. Timing, duration, intensity, and totals. But we're in the mid-50s today, upper 50s tomorrow. Some models indicating a little bit warmer tomorrow, but due to the fact that we've got the morning rain, depending on how fast we can recover the atmosphere, we actually may be in the 60s tomorrow. We'll see how that all plays out. But we'll go partly cloudy and dry, not rain. Again, that's on the wrong day. 64 degrees on Friday. So A, a great way to end the work week. B, look at your Saturday and Sunday. That's going to be so nice. Is that not going to be so nice? And then next week, we're talking highs in the mid to upper 60s. Another chance of rain returns as we get into next Monday and Tuesday timeframe. I want to share something with you from the Climate Prediction Center. We've been talking about this each and every day, and watch this. So while the Climate Prediction Center is predicting the potential for above average temperatures from your 6 to 10 day outlook, so that's towards the end of the 7-day forecast and beyond. But pretty much the entire country except for Maine is looking at trending above average for temperatures 8 to 14 days out. Big old ridge of high pressure looks like it's going to start to build its way back into the area. And that, my friends, is going to help to warm us up. When we talk precipitation chances, we're relatively average when it comes to precipitation above and beyond the 7-day forecast, 6 to 10 days out. But your 8 to 14 day outlook, we may start to see elevated rain chances. And look at some of the model guidance. It does appear that your long-range model guidance is picking up on quite a bit of rainfall. Now, most of it's probably going to be from Nashville through Little Rock and Kansas City, but the potential is definitely there to see elevated rain chances. You can see that wind advisory expires at the bottom of your screen in just 2 hours and 19 minutes. New watches and warnings coming live to you on the platform. That's going to be very beneficial during severe weather events. You're going to see watches and warnings severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings pop up on the screen. We'll be able to dive into those details. So a lot of new stuff coming to the East Tennessee Weather Platform to help keep you up to date while I'm live doing weather coverage, whether it be just quiet weather and Wake Up with Witcher to severe weather coverage. But let's see. I wanted to show you your 90 days. This is your 3-month outlook by the Climate Prediction Center. The next 3 months, probably trending about average when it comes to precipitation. But you got to realize as we get into March and April, rain chances are a lot more elevated versus what we typically see in October and November. And the Climate Prediction Center over the next 3 months is also predicting the potential for above average temperatures. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. All right, let's go to the chat. Say good morning, everybody. See how everyone's doing this morning. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? Best place to get the weather every day, Decatur, Tennessee, right here. What's up, Decatur? How are you, my friend? Well, you're not Decatur, but you're joining from Decatur. And so if you like it and you're Decatur, make sure you pass it along the word. Hopefully you're passing along the word about the East Tennessee Weather app. Roku TV. Oh, by the way, Roku TV is back up and running. So is Amazon Fire. It finally got approved. So if you have Roku on your homes, or if you don't, maybe a good time to go to your smart TV, download the East Tennessee Weather app. Because again, during severe weather coverage, you don't want to watch on your cell phone. That doesn't do anybody any good. Throw it up on the big screen on your streaming TVs, because I am streaming everywhere. Oh, and by the way, it is Wednesday, so let's say good morning to our good friend, Ed Rupp.
Wait for him. Wait for him. Bam! Now we slide all the way downhill to the weekend. The kids can get ready for school, and Debbie can take her shower.
Thank goodness it's about time Debbie gets to start taking her shower once again. Good morning to you, Ed Rupp. Nice to have you on the platform here, as always, every single Wednesday. Good morning, Aaron. How are you this morning? We've got Joanne and Crystal. Happy hump day to you. Halfway through the work week. So I don't know if you saw it on social media yesterday, but remember, starting tomorrow, it starts at 2 o'clock, running from 2 to 8 p.m., and then Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and then Sunday, I think it's from 10 a.m. to, 2 p.m., we have the boat show, the Knoxville Boat Show, the unofficial kickoff to the summer season. Take boatshow.com, purchase your tickets, come on out, check it out. What's going on, everybody? Coming up Thursday through Sunday, we've got the Knoxville Boat Show right here at the Knoxville Convention Center in downtown Knoxville. Look at all these boats, so many different kinds of boats all over the place. Tickets are available. All you have to do is go to the KnoxvilleBoatShow.com, purchase your tickets, come on out, check it out. These amazing boats. Listen, this is the unofficial kickoff to the boating and summer season. And East Tennessee Weather is going to have a booth at the entrance. Come say hi, come check out the boats, and I'll see you this weekend. Great stuff right there. So we're going to be setting up the East Tennessee Weather tent. And if you are at the boat show, as you enter to go down the escalators, East Tennessee Weather is going to have the tent front and center. You'll be able to come say hi. We're going to have the green screen set up for all the kiddos and, of course, you adults as well. And QR codes for you to be able to download the East Tennessee Weather app, because it's great. Listen, boating season, we have like literally one of the biggest boating communities in the entire country. And this is a massive boat show. And I was in there yesterday looking at some of these boats. I'm like, just wishing and dreaming and thinking and wishing and I would love a boat. But as they all say, the best boat to own is your best friends. You don't have to take care of it. You just give them some gas money, help pay for some food and drinks on the boat, and then you can call it a day. Hey, by the way, we do have a burn ban in effect for Knox County. Not sure about surrounding counties. Thanks so much. I do appreciate that, Jason. Jason's also a Witcher Weather Watcher. We've got several new Witcher Weather Watchers coming to the platform as well. And if you are interested, you can just go to easttnweather.com, click on the education aspect of it, and you'll be able to join what Witcher Weather's Watchers are. We're a group of community members who love weather. This is where you go. You go to the website, easttnweather.com. Click on, actually, you got to click on weather. Go to Witcher Weather Watchers. It really explains what we are, what we're doing, who Witcher Weather Watchers are. And then if you scroll down, you can just click on this and join the team. And that takes you right to the National Weather Service's virtual program where you can go online, take the course, send me your certificate. And I will be able to add you to a private group of just plain weather nuts. Just plain weather nuts for us here in East Tennessee. So some great stuff going on there as well. Also not tomorrow night, Friday night, I got a great opportunity to head to the Powell Business and Professional Association's annual banquet to speak about East Tennessee weather, what I'm doing for East Tennessee weather, what it means to get your weather the way I'm presenting it to everybody. And so I've been invited to talk at their annual banquet for the professionals of Powell. The Powell Business and Professional Association. So if you are in that association, I will see you on Friday nights for some food, some drinks, and some good conversation about what East Tennessee weather is all about. Can't wait for some severe weather warnings. Hey, easy now. Not everybody wants those now. I'm ready for some good thunderstorms, and we do have a chance for maybe a few isolated thunderstorms as this whole system swings its way on through, but other than that, I think that's going to be about the extent of it. Thanks, Angie. I appreciate that. Happy hump day to you, Buck. Good to see you on the platform. Buck, this is going to be a great weekend to get out and ride your motorcycle. That's for sure. What's up, Doc? Joining us from Bowles Gap this morning. Everybody, big shout out to Bowles Gap. Big shout out to USA men and women gold medal hockey teams. Congratulations to them. I did not see the women's, but I did watch the men's. And that was a great sudden death overtime game. The chat is lit on Signal. That is the private group for the Witcher Weather Watchers. So Denise is proud to be a Witcher Weather Watcher, and it's great because that's literally the first place I go to during inclement weather. And I've got so many different platforms to look at, but that's the first one to check in on. Hey, but Buck, you are too kind, my friend. You are too kind. All right, time to take a look at those national holidays for the day today. So let's go ahead and get to work with that, shall we? And actually, I didn't take you back outside. Let's go back outside first, and then we'll get to work with those. That's a live look there in downtown Clinton, Anderson County. So those clouds right there, we'll probably have, some thinning in some locations like the back of my head. Yes, one day, friends, you will wake up and I will be a bald man. Very sad situation in my life, and I think any man that's balding or woman, it's not really what we intended or wanted. But here we are. I feel like my haircut's going to get shorter and shorter and shorter until one day I'm just going to have a beard and I'm going to have a bald head. And I think that's where I'm probably going. All right. So sorry about that. Hopefully you still tune in if I'm bald. Bald is beauty, right? Beautiful. Bald is beautiful, I think is what they say. Anyways, we're celebrating birthdays and events here this morning. Seth, I'm going to see Seth over at the Knoxville Boat Show. So hopefully you come out there. I mean, I know he's going. Just had your biscuits and gravy. That sounds amazing, by the way. Amazing. Today is probably one of my favorite days. It is National Clam Chowder Day. I love me some clam chowder. The New England clam chowder is like hands down one of my favorite things in the world, and I make a good Manhattan clam chowder, and I make a great New England clam chowder. Both my dad's recipes. They're so good. And also today is also National Chocolate Covered Nut Day. Throw some chocolate over me because I'm a big nut most days. And Denise says, fact. Oh, that's not what you were saying fact to. But that is a fact that I am a big nut. Clam chowder and beer. Oh, I'm all for it. Let's go. All right, let's talk about a little weather history over the years. Two Alaskan communities set their all-time records for highest wind speeds. St. Paul registered a wind speed of 91 miles per hour, and St. George Island, the wind reached 94. In 1990, snow spread across the northeastern U.S. of Massachusetts, blanketing 8 to 15 inches of snow. They just saw that. In 1989, 13 cities in Florida reported record low temperatures for this date, dipping all the way down to 24 degrees, and iguanas were falling out of the trees. In 1988, overnight snow squalls in the lower Great Lakes, Michigan area. I don't know why I said Michigan. It doesn't even say Michigan on there. In the Great Lakes region, buried Pulaski, New York, under 17 inches of snow. In 1987, a low pressure over Nevada produced snow for the southwestern U.S. to the Dakotas. Snowfalls ranged all the way from Arizona up to 82 inches at Alpine. Flagstaff, Arizona received 23 inches. Places like Montana, upwards of 123. So snow in Los Alamos, New Mexico pushed their snowfall total for the winter past their previous record of 123 inches. That's insane. And we get a whopping 4.5 inches yearly on average. In 1977, dust reduced visibility for the eastern Virginia through the southeastern states to Florida between the 24th and the 28th. The dust originated from the Great western Great Plains on the 22nd and 23rd. Winds were gusting up to 100 miles per hour at Guadalupe Pass, Texas, and White Sands, New Mexico. And in 1922, the temperature in LA soared to a whole whopping 92 degrees to establish a record for the month of February. And today's daily quote, I like this one, Bud Meyer. The moment may be temporary, but the memory is forever. That goes into what I was going to talk about here this morning as well. That just keep that in the back of your head because I have a little bit of sad news to share with you. I don't know if I can get through it, but I'll try. Anyways, 2000, it was announced that Britney Spears, by the way, would release her own brand of bubblegum called Britney Spears CD Bubblegum in March of 2000. Did that actually come to fruition? Did that actually even happen? In 1987, Frank Sinatra guest starred on CBS's TV Magnum P.I. Love that show. In 1986, Filipino President Ferdinand Marcos fled the Philippines after 20 years of rule after a tainted election. In 1940, the first televised hockey game was broadcast. The New York Rangers beat the Montreal Canadiens 6-2 in Madison Square Garden. In 1901, the United States Steel Corp was incorporated by J.P. Morgan. And in 1836, Samuel Colt received a patent for, guess what? The revolving gun. All right, the more you know. We'll go ahead and take you back outside here. Let's take you to... we'll go up to Anakeesta this morning. How about that? A little breezy out there. You can see the camera bouncing around a little bit up on top of the tower at Anakeesta. That's the wind. That's the wind that's going to be with us here through the day today. But again, should start to relax as we get into the evening hours. Is there an age restriction on the class? Andrea would love to be a Witcher weather watcher, but she's just 11. So that's a great question, Felicia. I actually have kept it to 18 years old and older. We had some younger kid on the platform for temporarily anyways, back when I first launched it. Didn't know how old he was, but yeah, I think it's there's sometimes some adult conversation that has to happen, or that doesn't have to happen, but that does occur on the platform. So I would like somebody to be 18 or older. But you can join Felicia and then have her help us join as well. So she can chime in with you, and then you can kind of be the parent to navigate some of the conversation if you would like to do that. I'd be okay with that. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you this morning? All right. Always tune in. Love to watch since the first started weather. I always will be thankful for you. Thanks very much, Seth. I appreciate that. New England is my favorite. I just like New England, period. When's dinner, right, Ruth? Yeah. It's about time. I didn't make it this winter. I make a good clam chowder. I said Manhattan clam chowder, and I make mulligatawny soup and a cream of mushroom soup. Those are the 4 soups that I have taken from my dad's recipe book. My dad was the big cook in the house, and I grew up cooking, and so I love to cook. And yes, we have got more so than not officially have gotten the kitchen done. We finally be able to cook on the stove. Once it's all completed, I will share another photo with you. We're still waiting for the hood vent, or the hood, to be designed, built, and installed. Let's see. Dust in the Wind, wild. Dust in the Wind, Kansas. There you go. Dust in the Wind, Kansas. Love it. I ate clam chowder once by mistake. It's okay. By mistake. How do you accidentally eat clam chowder? Jill says, I'm very thankful for the Witcher weather watchers, but I don't think I could ever be one. I don't think I understand enough about weather to be helpful. Well, Jill, that is why you take the virtual course with the National Weather Service. And by doing so, you get to you'll get to understand a lot more of how to do weather. And we have a big meet and greet for Witcher weather watchers coming up in the month of March as well. Anthony Cavalucci from the National Weather Service is going to be joining us to talk a little bit about the Storm Spotter program, kind of reinforce a little bit more about what storm spotters are, because you do become an official storm spotter with the National Weather Service. And we are now soaring over 50 across all of East Tennessee, and a lot more folks that are going to be joining in as time goes on. And so, listen, you don't have to be an expert in weather, Jill, but if you love weather and you love our community and you'd like to be part of this group just go take the course. Go to the Witcher Weather Watchers link on the East Tennessee Weather app. Click that, take it. Send me your certificate, mike@easttandweather.com. And you just join the conversation. And really, you'll learn a lot because there's a lot of really smart weather people on the chat that during the winter weather, looking at models, going, Witcher, I don't wish any of this on you because this is a tough forecast. And sometimes the forecasts get really tough. But the other cool thing is about the Witcher Weather Watchers, not only do we have a private group and a private chat with everybody that is really nonstop, really most days. I can't keep up most days. Got too many of these group chats going on, but you can join live on the broadcast. Now, it's not for everybody, and I know most don't want to be on the broadcast and join. But during bad weather, inclement weather, snowy weather, whatever it may be, you can join in with a private link that brings you right into my weather computer, and I can bring you right onto the chat itself. So, again, Witcher Weather Watchers is a great tool. You are boots on the ground, and I wouldn't be where I'm at without all of the Witcher Weather Watchers. So please join if you'd like to. Yeah, Julie says, join us. It's fun, right, Julie? Great conversation. And again, we got that meet and greet thanks to Julie helping us set that up. She is hands down amazing. The people are amazing, and Mike Witcher is so freaking cool too. I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't say I'm so freaking cool, but I do appreciate you. I'm really kind of more of a nut than anything else. Are you leaving? You want to come say hi and bye? Here we go. The missus is going to say hi and bye. They can't hear you, but that's okay. Love you. Have a good day. Have a good day at school. Yeah, I guess she's not going to school. She's going to work. She's going to school everybody at work. All right, be safe, babe. Let's see. I'm the Charles Peak for Mike Witcher. Anyways, all right. So now's the time I wanted to share something with you. Listen. Now this is gonna be hard for me to get through. So, bear with me, please. There is a woman by the name of Flo. Ugh. I'm not going to be able to do this. Let me just put her up on screen here. There's Flo and Bill. Well, I apologize. Whew. This one hurts, folks. This one hurts a lot. Flo is a dear friend of mine. Let me tell you a little bit story about Flo. Years ago on the TV stations, Flo reached out to me when I worked at Channel 10. And she said, I love watching you every single day. I just want to meet you. I'd love to take you out to lunch. She's an older woman, as you can clearly see. And she did. So we met up for lunch. Geez, this was probably back in, I don't even know the year this was, okay? And let's see here. I'm trying to find another picture for you. She and I and her husband, Bill, all went out to lunch, and we just became friends instantly. She is the kindest. Jeez. Oh. She is one of the kindest people I've ever met. She became known as my Tennessee grandma. Funny thing is, she's like basically my mom's age. Yeah, a little bit older. Anyways. And she passed away in January. And it's one of those things where she literally came to my Dancing with the Knoxville Stars. She came to every event that I was at. She showed up at all the events that I showed up for the TV station. She sent Christmas cards and Valentine's cards and birthday cards to my kids. Every year after year. When I moved to Colorado, she followed me. She still sent us cards. We FaceTimed her all the time. And she passed away January 22nd. And I didn't know that until the other night. Because life got busy. And I got busy with East Tennessee weather and my kids and everything else. And so I texted her the other night to say, hey, Flo, I'm thinking about you. How are you, my friend? And her daughter texts back and said, Flo is no longer with us. She passed away. And I never got to say goodbye to her. And like I said, this one, I don't know what it is. This one hits hard. I don't know why. This hits harder than some of the other deaths I've had in my life and my losses I've had in my life. But Flo was a special, special person to my family, to my kids. So Flo, I'm thinking about you this morning. Whew. Get it together, Witcher. Get it together. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you because she was such a special person to me and my family. So thank you for listening to me, for being here, and for understanding. With that, I think we're just going to wrap up the show. But I guess I want to say this. Life gets busy. Life gets very busy. Work, kids, jobs. Suppose do as I say, not as I do. Go see the loved ones. Go see and care for the people that care about you. Hug them, kiss them, go have lunch with them, check in on them every once in a while, a little bit more frequently. Because as I always say at the end of my broadcast, be safe, be kind to each other. Life is very short. And this is a good example that my parents are getting older. And I need to reach out to them a lot more frequently than sometimes I do. And I hope you take that. And you do too. So once again, as I always say, be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. And I'll see you back here tomorrow.
So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you